Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. This is Cosmos Soccer. Tonight, the champion Cosmos meet the Los Angeles Aztecs in a North American Soccer League game. Cosmos Soccer is brought to you by...
One resulted in a Steve Hunt header goal, which is unusual for that speedy winger.
I think it's, we ought to point out that Dennis Stewart, an outstanding goal scorer who hasn't made an official appearance for the Cosmos in the regular season, will not play again today, Howard.
Vito Dimitrievich also did not accompany the team. He is nursing a knee injury. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Aztecs have some problems with injuries as well. On your left, Bobby Rigby, a former Cosmo, the goalkeeper. Bobby Sybil, one of the defenders from England. Colin Clark will be wearing number 3, a defender from Scotland. Rest of the Los Angeles Aztecs, Ron Davies, a defender, and John McGreen will be a starting defender. The midfielders will be Ramon Mifflin, Charlie Cook, Wolfgang Sunholtz, who had 2 goals last week. That's Bobby Rigby there. Wolfgang Sunholtz had 2 goals last week for the Los Angeles Aztecs, both of their goals. And Bobby McAlinden will be the other midfielder. Their forwards will be Steve David, Georgie Best, rounding out the squad.
Howard, let's talk about the Los Angeles club. They were the leading goal-scoring club during the regular season last year, 65 goals. The second leading goal-scoring team, the Cosmos, with 60. And it's been their history for the clubs to win at home, and big. There's never really been a close game between these clubs. It's either been 4-1 here last year in favor of LA, 5-2 in New York. Cosmos demolished LA the year before in Yankee Stadium. Canalla went wild there. They held Best at bay. And then the Cosmos lost out here in Los Angeles. So these two clubs love to score goals, and they like to beat each other's brains out in their home ballpark. However, the Cosmos feel, Howard, that they now have the best team to ever represent the North American Soccer League. There's a lot of confidence in the Cosmos squad, and they think they're going to win the game today. However, I look for a very tough game, Howard.
I don't think there's any doubt, Jim. You know, that 7-0 beating of Fort Lauderdale a week ago, while it was a great way to start off, as you well know, but Los Angeles Aztecs are not about to roll over and play dead in their home city.
Now, the entire squad of Los Angeles is being introduced out here. That's Steve David, you see there, number 7. Last year, he led this league in goal scoring. However, the word is in the early season and in the first game last week, that Steve David, whose counterpart there you see number 9, Giorgio Chinaglia, Steve David hasn't really been playing well. However, the Cosmos will not be sucked into that one because they know that Steve David can explode at any moment. And the Cosmos taking a team picture. And even without the great Pelé, Howard, the Cosmos still the glamour team of the North American Soccer League. Photographers all over the field. More people in the stands to see the Cosmos than any other club in the league. And the crowd here, let me tell you, the crowd here is in the neighborhood of 20,000. We'll be back with the opening kickoff of this afternoon. Okay, the game is underway. And that's Ramon Mifflin. We're playing at the Rose Bowl here in Pasadena. And Howard and I, our vantage point is high atop the Rose Bowl, so you're going to have to bear with us as we try to pick up the numbers from the LA club as we go along. Right, it's very easy to pick up Bobby Smith of the Cosmos moving forward now. That's Etherington having it knocked out of bounds. The explosive LA Aztecs against the equally explosive Cosmos. Cosmos throwing in that penalty area. And cleared out by Los Angeles. Jim Carvelis, Howard David in LA. The Cosmos with the ball and on the attack. Bogacevic to Garbutt. At the 35 of Los Angeles, Terry Garbutt with the ball. Looking crossfield. And headed away, as you see, from the head of the penalty area. Here's Steve David with the ball. Steve David, very casual player. At times he looks like he's lazy, but he'll lull you to sleep. And when he has a chance to score, Howard, he'll drill it. He's one of the best finishers in the league. Franz Beckenbauer with the intercept. The Cosmos with Beckenbauer and Bogacevic, 2 of the greatest midfielders in the game today. Now Franz, under pressure, loses the ball. And here come the Aztecs of LA. Georgie Best. Georgie Best, one of the most glamorous players in the world, number 11. There he is. Ramon Mifflin now. He'll be a big key to this club. He'll try to run the show along with Sunholtz. And there's Carlos Alberto, always on the spot to knock it away. LA putting on some early pressure here. Cosmos with Alberto, Bogačević underneath his leg. And now a lead into Steve David, but Yassin got there first, as you saw. David so very dangerous. And that's the kind of a pass that results in goals. They look for David to pop through, Howard.
Steve David scored 58 points last year, far away the best in the North American Soccer League, and he's got some people that can put it on his foot. Georgie Best is one, of course. What a great creator he is.
There's Bobby Smith, the lead to Etherington, a bit too far. Gary has it poked over the goal line, and they say that Etherington hit it last. So we're coming up with a goal kick for Bobby Rigby. We're early in the game. We have played a couple of minutes, 42-47 to play. And the Cosmos in LA are scoreless here in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Beautiful day. Temperatures in the mid-70s. And as we said earlier, two of the most explosive teams in the North American Soccer League. Cosmos, away opener. By Los Angeles controlling the ball. They have a good midfield with Mifflin, Charlie Cook, and Sunholtz. That's Bobby Sybil, the fullback, chipping it in the area, but getting there first, as he usually does, Carlos Alberto. Headed away from Quinalla. And here's Georgie Best leading it to Steve David. In front, Yassin got there first. So LA pressuring the Cosmos goal early in the game. Knocked over the sideline, last touch by Los Angeles. A Cosmos throw in. Pointer off. Stevie Hunt. And he is fouled. Stevie Hunt, first time he's touched the ball. They're going to call handball against Los Angeles. That results in a free kick for the Cosmos. The referee, John Davies. The linesmen today, by the way, are George Savage and Heinz Wolmeroth.
Jim, as you and I both know, this area in Southern California is very big for youth soccer. There's a tremendous pregame going on with some youngsters, and there is talent aplenty in this part of the country.
All right, they called a foul that time against Stevie Hunt as Colin Clark, number 3, was marking him. Here's Bobby Rigby throwing it out to Bobby Sybil. The back line, Bobby Sybil 2, Colin Clark 3, Ronnie Davies 9, and Johnny McGrain 18. Bad pass. It'll be covered by Alberto. Now you may wonder in watching this game why Alberto always seems to be around the loose balls, and Carlos is really a free safety if you want to relate it to football. He's back behind the 3 defenders, Roth, Bobby Smith, and Moraes, and he's picking up whatever they don't pick up. And he's what they call the back sweeper. All right, here's Georgie Best on the right. And it goes over the goal line, and each player pleading his case to the linesman. They say it was last touch by the Cosmos. All right, we're back in the Rose Bowl. Jim Carvelis, Howard David. 38 minutes, 33 seconds to play in the first half. We have no score. The Cosmos and the Aztecs. LA has had much the better of it early in the first half. They've attacked much better. No score in the game, but they look pretty sharp. As we said before, LA an unusual club. Boy, they can blow you out, or they can be bad. And it looks early on, Howard, as if they're up for this game, as we expected.
Last week against Houston, Jim, Los Angeles started out like a house of fire. They scored 2 goals. Sunholtz had them both. And then in the second half, they just stopped playing. Houston beat them 3-2. All
right, here's Gary Etherington. Pass to Stevie Hunt. Here comes Stevie. Pass through for Etherington, knocked away. Good defensive play, and they call offside. Offside against the Cosmos. So really, for the first time in the game, Howard, Stevie Hunt having a chance to do something with the ball. He tried to slide it through to Etherington, who was offside.
The dimensions of this field, Jim, here at the Rose Bowl, could be somewhat of a detriment to the Cosmos. It's very narrow. It's only 64 yards wide, and that creates somewhat of a problem for the Cosmos. But with so much talent out there, they'll overcome that.
That's a good point, Howard. The field's 64 yards wide. Cosmos used to a 70-yard wide field at home. Some places around the league have as much as 75. But no doubt about it, it hurts the Cosmos, who have a lot of skill and need the room to operate. Right now, you see Carlos Alberto, Franz Beckenbauer. Franz back to Carlos coming on the attack. He tackles it back again to Bogačević, over to Stevie Hunt. No score in the game. 35 minutes remaining to play in the first half. Terry Garbutt approaching the 35 of Los Angeles. Garbutt. Now here's a hard shot at Ted Rigby. Stevie Hunt banging it with the right foot. A low shot. And Hunt, a left-sided player, Howard, but he, as you see, he can bang it with the right foot.
I think the absence of Dennis Stewart right now in the early going of the season with that pulled hamstring is going to have somewhat of an effect on Stevie, because he's got to do things that maybe he won't do later on in the year when Stewart breaks into the lineup.
A long ball by Georgie Best, and Yassin alertly picks it off. Almost lost it, as you saw, but got it back again as Charlie Cook was waiting for a mistake there. Garbutt at midfield. LA's been very sticky on defense early in the game. Cosmos have not really put it together yet. 35-57 to play in the first half. No score in the game. Beckenbauer. Werner Roth. Cosmos sending people up on the attack. They had Alberto up there moments ago. Now they have Werner Roth. Now Bogicevic. Bad pass, intending it, you see, for Bobby Smith. Still a loose ball. Bobby Smith always aggressive, and a foul has been called against LA. Cosmos had put it in play right away, and another foul is called against Los Angeles.
Terry Garbutt getting up a little slowly right here, but he walks it off. Terry looks a lot slimmer this year than he was a year ago. He's a workhorse. Does things in the middle of the field that sometimes go unnoticed.
All right, Cosmos will have a free kick. Let's see what Franz does with it, if in fact Franz takes it. Plays it on the right here for Bobby Smith. Bobby deflected that pass, and here comes LA. Coming to Steve David. Watch this guy. And there's Carlos Alberto stopping it again. Carlos Alberto stopping Steve David. And the Cosmos try to turn it around. The Cosmos probably the most devastating club in the league as far as turning defense to offense quickly. And in fact, it's part of their strategy. Eddie Fermani likes to suck another team in. He'll let you come across and get to his 35-yard line. And he wants you to bring everybody up. Then the Cosmos will turn it and fast break the other way, Howard.
Cosmos' transition game is probably the best in the North American Soccer League. Next Sunday, by the way, the Tulsa club, new club in the league, in Tulsa anyway, they were in Hawaii last year. They'll come to town to play the Cosmos at Giant Stadium. And tickets for all the Cosmo home games can be purchased at all 210 branches of Manufacturers Hanover Trust in New York, in New Jersey at Colonial First National Bank, Fidelity Union Trust, and the National Bank of New Jersey. And, of course, tickets available at the Cosmos ticket office, 75 Rockefeller Plaza in New York, and at Giant Stadium.
All right, LA with the ball now. Time remaining 33-48 to play in the first half. We have no score in the game. Jim Carvelis and Howard David. The Aztecs of LA here at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, their new home. It's Georgie Best looking for David, and again it's Alberto, but LA controls it. Still dangerous for Steve David. Heads the ball in front, no one there, and Beckenbauer heads it over the sideline out of danger. So early in the game, LA looking to pop the long ball in the penalty area to get Steve David in on goal. And now, let's remind you that if you want to get tickets for that Tulsa game next week, there's the number to call in New York, and we have people at the telephones waiting to take your ticket order right now. All right, Cosmos now back on the defensive. Georgie Best, bad pass. Cosmos moving. That's Bogicevic. They have Kanaya on the right side, Etherington and Hunt. Cosmos running 4-on-4, and a bad pass. LA stops the Cosmos attack, and it's Ramon Mifflin on the right side. Ramon, a good pass to midfield to Sunholz. And now here's a long lead up here for Charlie Cook on the left, but Alberto's with him. Alberto knocked it over the sideline again. Carlos Alberto saving the day for the Cosmos early on here. No score in the game, 32-25 to play in the first half. Now, because it's a narrow field, these throw-ins can come in pretty deep. Cosmos playing it loosely out there. Didn't clear it very well. Still haven't cleared it. Terry Garbutt loses the ball under pressure to Cook. And now into David. Knocked away. That time, nice play by Moraes. And the Cosmos at their own 35-yard line trying to move the ball. Having a tough time of it. Kinaya for Stevie Hunt on the left. Too far for Steve. From the Rose Bowl here in Pasadena, you're watching Cosmos Soccer. Probably see him a little later. And it's still no score in the match. 30 minutes, 55 seconds to play in the half. And here come the LA Aztecs. And Georgie Best just couldn't bring it under control. Cosmos having a tough time, Howard David, getting unraveled here in the first 15 minutes of the game in Los Angeles.
You know, when Bogey played his first game last week at Giant Stadium, of course, we all know by now that at the 2:25 mark of the game, he scored his first goal. So all of this lack of offense thus far is a little new to Bogey so far as the regular season is concerned.
That's right. All right, Bobby Smith and this Bogacevic. Great addition to the Cosmo team. An attacking midfield player. He can do it all. Here's Bogey with it. Great skill. Now watch him. Ball for Etherington, and it's headed out of bounds nicely. They may call hands ball there. They do call hands ball. It was touched by Bobby Sybil. Cosmos will get a free kick now. And they put it in play right away. Here's Bogacevic at the 35 of LA. Now crossfield on the left to Garbett. Nice ball. Garbett's shot is knocked down. LA's been tough on defense. They packed it in. The Cosmos haven't solved it yet. Davies kicks it back to Bobby Rigby, the ex-Cosmos goalkeeper. Hey, speaking of Tulsa, next week against the Cosmos at Giant Stadium, that's a 2:30 game, by the way. They beat Toronto 2-0 last night. So Tulsa's got a pretty good club, the Tulsa Roughnecks.
That was just one of 4 shutouts in the North American Soccer League, and we're going to have the NASL report coming up at halftime to bring you up to date on what happened last night and what is going on in the early going of the North American Soccer League season.
All right, Cosmos and LA here. The Cosmos in their green uniforms. If you're just tuning in, LA in white, and there's no score in the match. 29:05 to play in the first half. Los Angeles crowd looks like about 20,000. And you have to remember that this stadium seats 104,000. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Garbett. Bogacevic did not handle that very well. Best, but there's Bobby Smith. Bestie, talk about skill. There's interception by Bogey. Go to Etherington on the right. A good ball. The Cosmos attack. He's looking in the box. Actually, he's looking for Stevie Hunt. And the ball knocked down, as you see. It'll be corner kick for the Cosmos. Good shot of Stevie Hunt. To Etherington. Back to Stevie Hunt outside the box. Head of the box for Franz. Shot. Rigby. Mifflin came out very quickly and made Franz Beckenbauer rush that shot a bit. Again looking for David. And he beat Moraes. And in front. Too high. Werner Roth away. Watch Best. A shot knocked down beautifully by Werner Roth. Roth took that shot by Best flush in the penalty area. Alberto. Carlos just volleys it out. And Bogacevic. There's the Bogacevic skill right there. Beckenbauer. Long for Giorgio. Quinaglia with Davies all over him. Giorgio 10 pounds lighter. He's a lot quicker in the penalty area, and you see the ball headed away. Cosmos a little more urgent on the attack now. Starting to wind it up a little bit. Garbett. Bogey. Back to Georgie. Back to Georgie again, and nobody cutting through.
Jim, interesting thus far the fact that Giorgio Quinaglia is operating a lot on the left wing, coming up on the attack, which is unusual.
Cosmos now maybe trying to mix up their offense a little bit. But they do look a lot more urgent the last couple of minutes. Franz Beckenbauer with the ball. There's a bad pass, but Stevie Hunt trying to re-intercept with 26 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the first half. No score here from Pasadena, California, the Rose Bowl. It looks like LA's offense is just geared to chip the ball in to Steve David and let him go one-on-one. Now, that's not a bad offense, except that it's very predictable, and the Cosmos have solved it so far. All right, Bogacevic operating on the left wing now. Bogey's low cross is stopped, as you see, outside the net. Cosmos had one man in front, 2 men actually, Hunt and Quinaglia. Here's Ramon Mifflin. Intercept by Garbett. Terry Garbett. To the 35, he has room. A hard shot by Garbett over the goal line. From the Rose Bowl here in Pasadena, you're watching Cosmos Soccer. Right, still no score in the game. 24 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the first half. Jim Carvelis and Howard David, Pasadena, California, the Rose Bowl. And the two highest scoring teams in the NASL last year are scoreless here. Bogacevic now. Cosmos attacking now from all angles. They've got Canaglia running up the left wing and Stevie Hunt in the middle. Gary Etherington attacking from the right. Here's Gary with a great move. Etherington. Gary looking in front. He doesn't have too much help there. Tries to beat his man against Bobby Sybil, and Sybil made the good defensive play. Bobby Sybil. And the fans here in the Rose Bowl applaud the fine defensive play. And now a foul against the Cosmos. Free kick coming up for L.A.
Well, we have a moment. This reminder that we do have people standing by in New York for tickets for not only the Tulsa game coming up on Sunday the 16th, but for the rest of the season. 212-265-8600. There are people standing by back in New York taking your telephone ticket reservations.
Bogacevic making the defensive play. Now Nelson Moraes. Carlos Alberto. I don't know how L.A. plays against other clubs, but against the Cosmos, especially here, they play like World Cup champions.
What else is new? Everybody.
That's
when
right.
You play the Cosmos, you know, you're playing the best.
Yeah,
therefore, you play a little bit better than your norm.
All right, Bobby Smith with the ball. Gary Etherington. Here's Sybil. Look at Sybil all over Etherington. Knocks it out of bounds. So the L.A. defense is very sticky, and they're playing the Cosmos' dangerous wingers, Etherington and Hunt, very, very closely. Close man-to-man defense. Don't give them any room. And you've heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. That's the only way to play the Cosmos. You can't give them space. Right now, Alberto getting some space. Bogacevic back to Carlos. Here's Stevie Hunt on the left. And he's played well, but he finally crosses it and knocked over the goal line. Corner kick Cosmos coming up. Vladislav Bogacevic. A welcome addition to the Cosmos. Plays in the midfield, but he moves forward. He moves into space. He's got a free ticket, Howard.
You have to give that kind of a player, that kind of freedom. First corner kick for the Cosmos.
Right in front of the net. Bogacevic couldn't bring it under control. Good defensive play made by L.A. Franz Beckenbauer out of Giorgio. A hard shot. And Canaglia could not get it down, as you saw. Bobby Rigby started his career with the Philadelphia Atoms. Came to the Cosmos. And 2 years ago here to Los Angeles. Bobby Rigby. Grass field here, by the way, in Pasadena. And the players like that. 64 yards wide, 105 long. So it's one of the shorter fields in the league and one of the most narrow. Knocked over the near sideline. Moraes playing Steve David. Ramon Mifflin. Again, L.A. not really trying to penetrate, Howard, with short passes in that penalty area. Just looking for the most part for Steve David. Looking for that one break. Looking for that one lapse in the Cosmos defense to allow the dangerous David to come in and score.
Well, as you said earlier, Jim, the fact that they are trying to free Steve David to go in one-on-one with the keeper or one-on-one with another defender, that is both positive and negative, because it's positive because, yes, you are trying to get zero in on Steve David while the rest of your club is kind of laying back and is there for a counterattack.
That's correct. All right, L.A. with the ball now. Colin Clark, Alberto, Bogacevic, Carlos. Back to Bogey. Cosmos trying to build it up, trying to move on the attack. Franz wants people to move. Now a perfect ball to Terry Garbett outside the 35 of L.A. And the good defensive play by Georgie Best. Georgie Best made the play. Here's Georgie Best at midfield. Beckenbauer playing Best. A good ball on the left to Wolfgang Sunholtz. Sunholtz against Bobby Smith. So a different form of attack for L.A. Bobby Smith made the defensive play. Nice play by Bobby. Now Etherington. Now here comes the Cosmos counterattack. Etherington pushed from behind by Mifflin. They get the foul on Ramon. So the Cosmos are going to get a free kick from the 35-yard line of L.A. Earl Yassin starting his second straight game of the goal. He and Jack Brand battling for the #1 spot in the Cosmos. 19:45 to play in the first half. Bogicevic towards Stevie Hunt. Good defense. L.A. really playing good defense, especially on the outside. Bogicevic deceivingly fast. He lopes around, but when he has to move, he can do it. Franz, the pass to Beckenbauer was a bit too high. Now here's a bad pass, and Bobby Smith will chest it and bring it under control to Terry Garbett. Now Werner Roth. Garbett, kind of an unsung hero, Howard David. He's playing there with two of the great midfielders in the world, Bogicevic and Beckenbauer, and Garbett's basically a strong defensive player that gives the Cosmos balance there. An outstanding player.
Every team needs players like Terry Garbett. Cosmos are loaded with great players. Terry Garbett is not possessed with the greatest skills in the world. He just works very hard at it, and he is a great supporter.
Speaking of great skills, there's Georgie Best playing on the right side, and here comes L.A. again. Good tackle by Marias, but L.A. stays on the ball, and no foul has been called. Now the cross to the penalty area. And the Cosmos will pick it off, and there is Terry Garbett again. Garbett has a lot of defensive duties, so you'll see him more often than not moving back toward the defensive end of midfield and going forward. Roth toward Etherington. Bobby Sibbald heads it over the sideline. Throw in Cosmos. Carlos Alberto running the show from the back. Bogicevic. Beckenbauer now on the left here for Stevie Hunt. Hunt in the penalty area towards Giorgio. Giorgio was calling for hands ball. He thought the defender had touched it. Referee said keep playing. Terry Garbett. Los Angeles just packing that defense in, Howard, making it tough for the Cosmos to get through. Alberto. Franz Beckenbauer. Quinaglia back to Franz. Trying to get it back to Giorgio, and the L.A. makes the play again. Now the ball almost went over the goal line, kicking it back to Bobby Rigby.
L.A. almost made a tremendous mistake. Bobby Rigby was there to really save somebody, because it would have been a corner kick for the Cosmos.
Wolfgang Sunholtz now leaves it for Georgie Best, who's had a lot of the ball today. Let's see what Best has on his mind. Play it wide on the left here to Bobby McAlinden. Ramon Mifflin at the 35 of the Cosmos to Georgie Best. Best now, and Garbett made the defensive play. Fine play by Terry Garbett.
Need a spot cue.
Beckenbauer for Bogicevic if he can get to it. He can. Bogicevic, a big guy, 6'1", 180 pounds. Cross to the far side here for Bobby Smith. Bobby cannot save it from going over the goal line. Throw in Los Angeles from the Rose Bowl here in Pasadena. You're watching no score in the soccer game here in Pasadena. Jim Carvelis, Howard David, Cosmos, and the Aztecs. We have 15:05 to play in the first half. L.A. moving on the attack again. And now the interception. And David tripping Bogicevic from behind. That's a dangerous play. You break someone's leg doing that. Steve David. And the referee, Mr. Davies, Howard David, is having a word right now. He wants to talk to Mr. David. And there's a yellow card. He's giving him a warning. Yellow card to Steve David.
Quite candidly, Jim, I expected the yellow card to come out about 20 seconds earlier, because it looked to me like that was an intentional move there by Steve David. Defensively, he's trying to make up for maybe a mistake that he created.
Nice pass to Garbett coming through, and Garbett is trying to get a foul call there in the penalty area. It took a dive that time, and the referee did not buy it.
Ramon Mifflin, former Cosmo, arguing on behalf of his club, and we might get a free kick coming up right here.
All right, they'll not give him a penalty. They say it took place just outside the area. So Garbett's flop paid off. Now let's see what the Cosmos do with it. Beckenbauer hooks it around, a hitter right on to Rigby. Bogicevic, who's very dangerous in the air. We told you he's a big guy, but it takes more than being a big guy to be a good header of the ball. Timing is more important, and Bogey has that as well. Gives the Cosmos, Howard, another dimension offensively in front of that goal.
Exactly, Jim. If there was any one weakness that the Cosmos had last year offensively, it was not having the big guy. As you take another look at it.
Beautiful header right on goal, and Bobby Rigby anticipated perfectly. Now a long ball looking for Canaglia and Etherington. Gary in, shot just goes wide. And the Cosmos using the long ball that time as Canaglia and Etherington were racing. The ball was perfect. Gary Etherington, there he is, the youngster from Mount Vernon, Virginia, was in on goal and just missed the game's first goal.
You cannot give Gary Etherington any kind of space at all. He is so quick.
All right, LA now, a quick counterattack. And here's a deflected shot that's going over the goal line. Let's see who touched it last. Cosmos touched it. Corner kick coming up for LA. Georgie Best, starting his second year with the LA Aztecs. At one time, one of the most celebrated players in the world in England, and has made a comeback here in America. Georgie Best.
The bad boy of North American Soccer League soccer. He is something to watch. A skillful player and plays with reckless abandon.
In his day, one of the great players in the world. Yassine, and I'll tell you what, Georgie Best almost snuck it inside the bar. Yassine had to be very, very alert. Still no score in the game. 12.5 minutes to play in the first half. Jim Carvelis, Howard David. There's a long ball. Is he onside? Yes. That's Giorgio Canaglia. Bad angle. Good move, Giorgio, for Hunt. He can't get the head on the ball. Stevie. Canaglia, I think Howard David is so much quicker than he was last year. Losing that 10 pounds has done a lot for his game.
Not only that, but he could have easily taken that shot as he got down, but he realized he was too deep. He patiently whirled around looking for somebody crossing into the middle.
So the Cosmos in LA, pretty good offensive show without goals here. So soccer can be exciting even when you don't have a goal. I watch Steve David. And it goes over the sideline. And they're going to give the ball to the Cosmos. Now, Steve David was looking for a foul. He thought he was fouled. Beckenbauer to Stevie Hunt. Stevie Hunt now looking to start a run. Bogicevic on the left side. Cosmos are trying to attack from all angles. Return for Stevie in the penalty area. Hunt battling for the ball, but again, that good LA defense. And Hunt committed the foul. 11:20 to play in the first half and no score. Stevie Hunt. Tulsa Roughnecks. You can call this number 212-265. 8600. 265-8600 area code 212 to get your tickets for Tulsa. That'll be next Sunday. Tulsa, as we told you earlier, defeated Toronto 2-0. 10:57 to play in the half. No score. Carlos Alberto to Bobby Smith to Nelson. Cosmos trying to clear. And Stevie Hunt is fouled. And they'll give the Cosmos a free kick in their own zone. It's been a tough first half. Cosmos have not had enough room. And give LA a lot of credit. The Cosmos better get used to this, Howard David, because every club they play again, especially on the road, is going to give them a tough tussle. They get up for the Cosmos, no doubt about that.
Every club in this league comes with all barrels loaded when they play the Cosmos, home or away, particularly when they're on their own home field.
All right, Garbett against Mifflin, and Ramon made the defensive play. Ramon not always known for his defense. Cosmos reacquires UC Etherington. Giorgio's in front of the goal. Let's see if Gary can get it to him. Now to Franz. Franz over for Stevie Hunt if he can get to it, but it's knocked away from him. Let's see if Stevie can keep it under control here. And a foul against LA. Foul against Davies, and Cosmos get a free kick, and they load the penalty area. Stevie Hunt will take it. Bogey's in there, so is Beckenbauer. Bobby Smith caught. From the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, you're watching Cosmos Soccer.
We're back. Time and score.
25-yard free kick coming up for Georgie Best. Here it is, knocked down by Franz. Georgie with it again. No score in the game, 8:25. LA with an opportunity there, and Sunholtz couldn't get a foot on the ball. Wolfgang Sunholtz, a great opportunity. 8:15 to play in the first half. We've had no scoring, but a lot of action. Cosmos have their hands full with the LA Aztecs. Franz Beckenbauer now running the show. Gary Etherington. Gary in for Dennis Stewart, still being bothered by that hamstring. Good pass to Bogey. Bogey tried to get it to Giorgio, but a bad pass to see if Giorgio can save it. Giorgio Quinaglia. Can't beat the fullback. Good play. LA, I've never seen him this good defensively, Howard.
Exactly. They are always known to be a high-scoring unit and then to let down defensively. But today, they are playing all over the field and playing very well.
Cosmos moving with Alberto into Bogey. Bogicevic got away. Now he tried to get it to Giorgio. There was a good defensive play, and Giorgio was there too. But the defender got his head on the ball. That could have been the game's first goal. And you see Bogicevic hanging around that penalty area, Howard.
Bogey is so very dangerous, as you and I both know, and the fans will get to know him as we move on this season.
Good play by Moraes away from David, and Nelsie has it knocked over the far sideline. I believe it'll be Cosmos' throw-in with 6:57 to play in the first half. Cosmos at Denver. That's our next telecast, May 14th, right here on Channel 9. The Caribous of Colorado. And speaking of Cosmos alumni, Howard, we have another one there. A couple of them there.
One is the head coach, Dave Clements, and Jomo Sono on the Colorado roster. Youngsters can really get a good idea of the right things and the wrong things to do by watching these skillful Cosmos players. And by the way, you can be a Cosmos ball person for a game. Enter Progresso Foods Ball Boy Ball Girl contest. For details, pick up your entry blank at the Progresso display in Foodtown, A&P, or Wallbounds.
The Aztecs now coming to the Cosmos penalty box. Get it for Georgie Best. Watch Mr. Best. And there's Bobby Smith to make the defensive play. Nice play by Bobby Smith. Best has looked very, very sharp here in the first half. Still no score in the game. We have 5:58 unofficially to play here in the first half in Pasadena, the Rose Bowl. A crowd of about 20,000. And we got some Cosmos fans out here as well. Some 500 from the Atlantic Record Company, of course, property of the Cosmos, and also Warner Brothers motion picture lot. Now they're watching Sunholtz and Georgie Best move forward with David. And obstruction against Moraes. Obstructed. And another free kick. And there's a shot of the Cosmos fans.
We're back.
All right, still no score in the game. 3:39 to play in the first half. Jim Carvelis, Howard David from the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. And stay tuned for a great halftime, including the great one, Pele, who's now come into our broadcast booth. Pele with Howard David at halftime. We'll have the NASL report, and we've got highlights of that great win last week in the Giant Stadium against Fort Lauderdale. A great package. I know you want to see those goals again. Right now, the Cosmos fans would like to see a goal here. And it goes over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick coming up. Gary Etherington and Steve Hunt have really been defended today, Howard. And give a lot of credit to Bobby Sybil, the left back, who's been playing Etherington, and John McGrain, number 18, who's been playing Steve Hunt. They had tall orders today, and they played both Cosmos players very, very well.
They've been successful in one facet of the game thus far, Jim, and that is to keep the wings silent, where the Cosmos strengths lie.
All right, here comes LA again in the penalty area for David. Alberto is with him, and at last touched, I believe, Carlos Alberto, yes. And a corner kick coming up. Steve David flashing through that penalty area, and Alberto played the ball over the goal line. Time remaining 2:25 in the first half. No score in the game. There's Steve David shaken up momentarily. They packed the front of that net now. We've got 6 players in there. The high corner comes out, and the Cosmos will clear the ball. This is Stevie Hunt banging it to Torrey Quinaglia. But again, the Los Angeles defense right there to make the play. They come on offense again. In the penalty area, look out. A great save by Yassin. A great save on Sunholtz.
Beckenbauer was looking to the official across the way for an offsides call. He did not get it. The shot was taken. Had it gone in, it would have counted. But that man made a sensational save, Errol Yassin.
The game's best save and the game's best scoring opportunity, and it's still 0-0. We have a minute and a half to play in the first half. Cosmos and Aztecs. Ramon Mifflin. Bobby Smith heading it away. Gary Etherington run over and fouled by Bobby Sybil, the fullback. So Sybil plays Etherington on both ends of the field.
Yeah, I think Bobby Sybil picked Etherington up at the hotel and hasn't left his side thus far in the first half. He's played very well. And if you let Gary get any kind of space on you at all, he's going to burn you with his speed.
Roth, Bogacevic, and out of Terry Garbutt to the 35 of L.A. Cosmos and Aztecs, no score. Giorgio Quinaglia. There's a cross toward Bogacevic. You saw it headed away. Beckenbauer coming through. Cosmos lose the ball. Ramon Mifflin, Franz knocked it away, but again, it's Charlie Cook of L.A. Cook around the tackle by Franz, and now tackled by Garbutt to Beckenbauer. 35 seconds. Etherington to Franz Beckenbauer. Garbutt couldn't control it, and here's Georgie Best. A long ball for David. Alberto heads it away. Werner Roth at midfield. Stripped of the ball. Roth got it back again to Alberto. We have 17 seconds on the clock. Carlos Alberto. Good ball. Bogacevic. Bogey. Line drive and a great save. Bogacevic left-footed, drilled it from 30 yards out.
Bogacevic's shot was taking off, and Bobby Rigby extended himself his full length of his 6'1" frame to make the save. And that's going to be the end of the first half.
All right, the referee had some injury time on his watch, Howard. So although the scoreboard says 0-0, the referee had some injury time. He keeps the official time. And now he says that's it. That's the end of the first half here in Pasadena. The score, the Cosmos nothing, the Aztecs nothing. State.
Starting goal. The Cosmos girls were in attendance, part of 44,000. Werner Roth, the captain of the club. Carlos Alberto anchoring the back line. Franz Beckenbauer, the master creator. Bogacevic making his home debut. Giorgio Quinaglia, who is to have a big afternoon. Stevie Hunt, who is to have an equally big afternoon. At the beginning, this man was very concerned, Eddie Fermani. But 90 minutes later, he would be blowing kisses to his former teammates. Pelé, the ceremonial first kick of the game. And things were ready to roll. Errol Yassin was brilliant. He had 11 saves during the game. Right in the middle of traffic. His outlet passing was a thing to behold. Deflecting shots over the bar. Playing his position the way the textbooks tell you to play it. And Errol hung tough throughout the 90 minutes. The Cosmos, right in this sequence, gave a lesson on how to control the ball. Bogacevic and Beckenbauer in the middle of the field were devastating. And Stevie Hunt, the speedy winger, was on top of his game. While this attempt was thwarted, there were others during the match that would have better results. Cosmos started the scoring early on. Stevie Hunt on a long throw-in to Giorgio Quinaglia, who chested it down in the middle of traffic. Gave it off to Bogacevic, unmarked. Bogey at the 2:25 mark drilled it into the net, and the Cosmos led 1-0. Quickly, this man became a fan of the crowd. That was just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, because the scoring just kept on coming. Bogacevic and a brilliant ball to Stevie Hunt streaking down the left side. Now watch this move that Stevie Hunt puts on Gordon Banks. And drilled it into the net. 2-0, the Cosmos at the 12-minute mark. Carlos Alberto, the anchor of the defensive line. Watch the intensity as he never took his eye off the ball, never took his eye off his opposition. With the Cosmos on top by the score of 2-0, still in the first half. The wheels were in motion once again. Bogacevic to Etherington. Takes it down to the corner. Centers it, and Hunt heads it into the net, and the Cosmos led 3-0 at halftime. Another look at it. We'll show you the artistry of Etherington's pass and the unusual header by Stevie Hunt. There was more to come in the second half as the Cosmos took a 3-0 lead. Hunt to Quinaglia. There's Quinaglia with his first of 3 goals, and the Cosmos led 4-0. Giorgio got his second goal of the game after a brilliant pass by Franz Beckenbauer, and it squirted through the fallen Gordon Banks. A second victory dance for George Quinaglia. 5-0 the Cosmos led, but it didn't stop there. This sequence was absolutely spectacular. Backheeled by Quinaglia to Etherington to Hunt, and a goal. $44,000 came out on a bright, sunny Sunday afternoon. Watch it again. This is the way the textbooks tell you to do it. Stevie Hunt through the legs of Gordon Banks, and it was a 6-0 match. There was to be one more goal. Garbett played off the ball. Goes to Bogey, to Quinaglia, off the defender's foot to Terry Garbett. He hits the post, but Giorgio Quinaglia was there to knock home the rebound to complete a hat trick. 7-0, the final score of the Cosmos over the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. What a way to start a season.
And here's a good tackle away from Giorgio. Nice play by Sybil. Etherington was running free for a moment there, Howard.
Tough for Giorgio to spot him.
Beckenbauer, Alberto moving up. And now to Gary Etherington. Gary now loses the ball, as you see, and racing with the ball. This is Charlie Cook, number 5. Cook, Sunholtz in the midfield, along with Ramon Mifflin, is one of the best midfields in the league. In fact, Howard, we may be seeing the 2 best midfields in the league, the Cosmos and LA. And now Bobby Smith having a few words with Georgie Best.
Yes.
And Bobby Smith points a menacing finger at Georgie. There are other people on this club that Best would be better off picking on.
Yeah.
For lack of a better way to say it.
No, there's no other way to say it. He's the only guy in this club that you don't pick on. Bobby Smith learned how to play this game the way you know how to play it in the street.
He's a tough monkey. All right, there's a shot over the top. The referee now will say goal kick. Last touch by LA. From the Rose Bowl here in Pasadena, you're watching Cosmos Soccer. Back in Pasadena, still no score in the game. 39-19 to play in the game. Cosmos and the Aztecs. Cosmos road opener after the brilliant 7-0 win last week in the Giant Stadium against Fort Lauderdale. But it's been a completely different game here today. Marias, Franz Beckenbauer, Bogacevic. Bogey. Bad pass intended for Quinaglia.
Cosmos had a great preseason, Jim. They won all 4 of their preseason games. We'd like to acknowledge the official training side of the Cosmos soccer team, the Southampton Princess Hotel in Hamilton, Bermuda.
Charlie Cook, a good ball into David. Double team. Bobby Smith knocked it away. David still with it, and Bobby Smith knocked it over the goal line. The ever dangerous Mr. David lurking in that penalty area. One goal is going to look very big in this one. The Cosmos against the Caribous of Colorado at Denver. That's our next telecast. Watch Best trying to wind up, and there's a good defensive play by Etherington. And now Bogicevic to Gary Etherington. The youngster playing in place of Stewart, doing a good job. Roth to Franz, and the Cosmos build up. Beckenbauer across midfield. Carlos Alberto attacking from the left side, inside the 35-yard line. To Bogicevic for Carlos. Heads it for Giorgio. And Giorgio with that shot, side-winding shot over the top. Beautiful ball work that time, Howard. A great build-up at the Cosmos, end-to-end.
You know, I talked to Bogey the other night, and I said to him, as best as we could communicate, I said, there are times when you come down the field that you know you're setting up to try to take a shot, and there are other times where maybe you're just trying to create or look for an opening. I said, do you have in your mind that those times that you are looking to come down for a shot? He said, there's no question about it. He said, there are times when all of us know.
It's like a baseball hitter. There's times that he says to himself, I'm swinging at the next pitch, no matter where it is. Ramon Mifflin. Looks like the Cosmos, Howard, are a little more aggressive on defense. They're picking up L.A. At midfield. And now here's Charlie Cook. Charlie. Bestie in on the right here. Watch out. And a good play by Alberto. What's new? Bobby McClendon had his shot knocked down by Carlos. Here comes Sunholt. He's going to try Carlos. He knocks it away from him. Carlos taking on all comers now in that penalty area. McGrain. Cook. Bobby Smith. Bobby Smith comes out with the ball. Etherington leaves it for Bobby Smith to come upfield. Cosmos building again. Bogicevic at midfield. Bogey unmarked, gets it now to Stevie Hunt. Hunt plays it to Gary Etherington. He's onside. Here's a cross to the far post. Nobody there yet. Garbutt saves it. Beckenbauer. Moraes in the penalty area and headed out of there nicely by Davies. Check it, that was Colin Clark. Cosmos putting on pressure now. Giorgio knocked down in that penalty area. The referee may call a penalty. Let's wait and see. Canalia's down. They may call a penalty. We'll wait for the official ruling. Dangerous play against L.A. It's not a penalty
Not a penalty kick, no. It'll be a free kick.
Not all infractions in the penalty area award a free kick or a penalty kick. This will be a free kick. And look at that wall as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on that wall. 7 players on the wall. Let's see who takes it. Alberto's there. Franz chips it in front. Nobody there. Oh, what a great feed by Bobby Smith. Smitty headed the ball right across the goal mouth and no one there to capitalize. Still no score in the game. 34:57 to play. From Pasadena, Jim Carvelis, Howard David. Here comes Charlie Cook against Carlos Alberto. Plays it to Bestie. Back to Cook. Beckenbauer picks him up. Beckenbauer and Alberto playing defense on this near sideline. Back to Cook. Good work by L.A. Cook crossing and knocked over the goal line by Bobby Smith. So the L.A. pressure causes a corner kick with 34:28 to play in the ball game now.
Cosmos back line, Nelson Moraes, very much a part of it, has really played excellently. Cosmos' premier scoring opportunity did not materialize.
Punched out of there nicely. And here comes Etherington the other way. He has Canalia in front of him. Now to Terry Garbutt in midfield. For Stevie Hunt. And McGrain almost killed him. Stevie Hunt taunting McGrain a little bit. That's been a pretty good battle, and McGrain's won it so far. Garbutt. Bogicevic. And now they're going to call holding. That's a cute little play by Garbutt to hold the L.A. player not to get to the ball and allow Bogicevic to get it, but the official, the referee, picked it up.
You know, if you'd like to arrange an outing for your business, social, or sports group at a Cosmos home game, call 212-265-7315 and ask for group sales. 212-265-7315.
McElinden inside the Cosmo 35-yard line to Best. And Bobby Smith whacks Best. They still got their thing going. Bobby Smith loved getting that shot in. Oh. "34 yards away, Bestie." Cleared by the Cosmos, and they've got Etherington with a lot of room on the right side. Gary Etherington. Now he's trying to beat Sybil. LA makes the play again. Good play by Werner Roth. Franz Beckenbauer. More Howard, a goal would look very big at this point in this game. 32-29 to play. No score. Cosmos LA.
You know, Jim, there are a lot of teams in the league that look to play the Cosmos dead even, hoping to get into overtime and get into a shootout and get lucky. LA is not one of those clubs with their potent offensive attack. But this game has been like a chess game right up to now.
They played offensively well and they played defensively well, but they're not playing defensive football, that's for sure. Both clubs are attacking. It's that the defenses have had much the better of it, and we've had some outstanding play by both goalkeepers as well.
Well, that's not a very popular call there by the official. They're awarding the ball to the Cosmos. And Stevie Hunt is not very happy right now because he's getting into a tussle with John McGrain. Verbal right now, and they've just issued a yellow card to Steve Hunt. That's the second caution of the game. The other one was given to Steve David, and Werner Roth, the captain, interceding right here.
I think Stevie's a little bit frustrated because McGrain has played him very, very well. Hunt, a great competitor.
You know, you mentioned before that Bobby Smith's the last guy you want to get into a tussle with. Stevie Hunt's no lightweight, and you get a guy like that mad, and he can turn things around in a hurry.
No score in the game. Free kick for the Cosmos from this left sideline, 45 yards from goal in to Stevie Hunt. And the defensive play was made there by Colin Clark. LA in their own zone with 31.5 minutes to play in the game, a scoreless game. Cosmos intercepted. Now a bad pass over the sideline. From the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, you're watching Cosmos Soccer.
We're back, Howard.
30-25 to play in the match. We have no score here at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, between the Cosmos and the Los Angeles Aztecs. The Cosmos' offensive thrust last week was great against Fort Lauderdale. Quinalha, Hunt, and Bogacievich, the top three scorers in the NASL, and thus far, Jim, it's been anything but an offensive match.
Across the midfield line, Los Angeles with Georgie Best. Here's a through ball, and getting to it first, as you see, is Terry Garbett. Garbett to Werner Roth. Cosmos in Tulsa next Sunday at Giant Stadium. Be interesting to have a look at those Tulsa Roughnecks who beat Toronto 2-0. All right, Etherington, centering pass. Quinalha heads it back for Stevie Hunt. Stevie still with the ball. Nicely to Giorgio. Giorgio, a hard shot and a good save by Rigby. Giorgio, a lot more mobile, Howard. Turning quickly. A lot more quickness.
And he hit it with his strength, and Bobby Rigby was just equal.
Bad pass, LA went over the far sideline. Cosmos going to get a throw in. Well, there haven't been any goals, but it's been exciting. That's a foul against Los Angeles, against Georgie Best. Here come the Cosmos with Bogacievich. What a great dimension he gives the Cosmos. Look at Stevie Hunt. He beat McGrain that time. And last touch by Stevie Hunt. That's the very first time, I think, that Stevie's really taken him to the cleaners. McGrain's played him very, very tough. 28-34 to play in the match. The Cosmos nothing, the Aztecs nothing. Again, watch the Cosmo defense picking them up a little more quickly in their own end, not really allowing them free movement, free build up to midfield. Look out. McAlinden has it knocked over here by Bogicevic. Bogicevic. It's a shot of the good crowd here in the Rose Bowl this afternoon. They had 7,000 for their opener last week. And to show you the drawing power of the Cosmos, they may have 3 times that many here. There's Yassin with not really a save, although he picked it off. He had missed the post, but it was dangerous in that penalty area.
Now, Jim,
were they picking up Etherington right at his own 35-yard line, Howard. Gary cannot keep the ball in bounds.
Excuse me, Jim, we're talking about the Tulsa game coming up on Sunday the 16th. And by the way, people can call as we are talking, area code 212-265-8600 for tickets for the Sunday's game with Tulsa. That's 212-265-8600. By the way, this game against Tulsa on Sunday will be the official Cosmo Pennant Day. 15,000 youngsters who enter the stadium will receive Cosmos pennants and their compliments of Ajax cleanser and all-purpose cleaner.
Charlie Cook, a beautiful pass. Georgie Best has it knocked away and over the far sideline. Actually, it looked like McAlinden had the shot there, Howard, and he gave it up to Bestie. He had a pretty good shot inside the box, 16, 15 yards.
Well, result the throw-in for the Aztecs.
Now the cross, look out. It's Garbett to collect it and back to Ero Yassin with 26:41 to play in the game. No score, Beckenbauer. Giorgio. Good ball to Bogicevic. Here's Bobby Smith overlapping, coming up on the attack. Back for Bogey. Here's Bogey. Kinaya trying to get it back to Bogey, a bit behind him. Cosmos trying to work the give and go. All right, here's Charlie Cook. He started a lot of trouble for the Cosmos. Cook's been really operating on that right side and very effectively. Now here's Wolfgang Sunholtz, a dangerous player. And a good play by Garbett. He got it from behind. Beckenbauer. He's defense out of the play. Nice play by McAlinden that time. Now McAlinden with the ball inside the Cosmo 35-yard line. Garbett to play him. 25.5 minutes to play in the game. Charlie Cook and Alberto is coming right out to take him right there before he starts his run.
You know, when we walked into the Rose Bowl today, Jim, prior to the game, we were looking for a far different game than we're seeing. Last 2 meetings between these two clubs, a total of 12 goals were scored. Thus far, there are none.
Cosmos made the play. That was Bobby Smith together with Franz Beckenbauer to stop Steve David. Cosmos turn it around, and here's Bobby Smith coming the other way. Wants to give it up. Franz Beckenbauer, look out, coming up from behind. Franz nice and easy to Smitty. 27 to play in the game. Jim Carvelis and Howard David. Howard?
Substitution for the Cosmos, Jim. Gary Etherington has gone out of the game, replaced by Fred Grigorev, considered to be one of the best American center forwards in soccer. Signed with the Cosmos in January after playing for the New York Apollo. Scored 4 goals and added 4 assists in the playoffs for the Apollo in that 1970 to 76 sequence. So he's going to be somebody to watch in the future. Very young, 6'1", 166 pounds.
Bogicevic is fouled right around the midfield line, and the Cosmos put it in play. Here's Bobby Smith inside the LA 35, knocked away from him over the sideline. Cosmos get a throw in. Now, Howard, fitness is going to tell the winner of this game. The team that's in shape is going to win this one. Getting down to the last 20 minutes in that penalty area, intending it for Canaglia, just a bit too far for Giorgio. Keep in mind that LA in their loss to Houston last week were winning 2-0 with 20 minutes to go in the game. Lost it 3-2.
Explanation for that, according to some people that I talked to, as we get a look at Grigorev, the new guy in the game for Etherington, was the fact that LA just stopped playing in the second half after playing so very strong for the first 60 minutes of the game.
Cosmos with Bobby Smith with room inside the 35. There's a hard shot by Bobby that goes over the top. Bobby Smith banged it from about 25, 26 yards. It'll be a goal kick coming up.
Interesting as that man, Bobby Smith, takes a shot on his pal, Bobby Rigby. These guys played together with the Philadelphia Atoms. Very good friends off the field, but yet when you get into the game, forget about friendship. I'm going for victory.
No score in the game, 21:44 to play here in LA. The two highest scoring teams in the North American Soccer League last year have battled to a scoreless tie so far. All right, LA coming on the attack. Sunholz knocked away. Good play by the Cosmos. Werner Roth. Gergerev, number 18 in the game for Etherington. Garbett, Alberto thinking offense now to Gergerev. Gergerev along that sideline. Let's see if he can save it. He cannot. It'll be a throw-in for LA. Deep in their own zone. 21 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the game. And the Cosmos cheerleaders out here hoping for something to cheer about, Howard.
Well, thus far, there hasn't been much offense to cheer about. There's been a lot of action in the middle of the field. Still 20:45 to play in the game and no score.
All right, here comes LA. They got a lot of space here. McAlinden really couldn't control the ball. He did well just to keep it in bounds, and you saw the Cosmos picking it up, and now Steve David with the intercept. Back to McAlinden, Cosmo 35 to Georgie Best. Here comes LA. There's a pass toward the penalty area. Alberto's going to let it go over the goal line. From the Rose Bowl here in Pasadena, you're watching Cosmos Soccer. Angeles 19:15 to play in the game. The Cosmos and the LA Aztecs. Beckenbauer, beautiful ball on the left side here to Gergerev if he can catch up to it. And he does. Cross in front. Bogicevic. Bogey knocked down. Good defensive play by Colin Clark. Franz. Stevie Hunt. Gergerev on the left. Werner Roth. Beautifully getting away from that tackle by McAlinden. And now here's Garbett. Franz Beckenbauer, Carlos Alberto. Cosmos looking for a way in over the head of Bogicevic. Headed out of trouble by that good LA defense. LA in their own end of the field, their own 35. 18-7 to play in the game. No score. Good play by Moraes. Now a whistle blows and a handball called. Handball against, I believe they call it against Stevie Hunt.
You know, this game of soccer holds something that a lot of sports don't, and that is drama and intensity. Not only that, but you're just watching a chess game going on out there right now. With still 17.5 minutes to play, that one goal by either club is so big.
There's a great pass by Hunt to Canaglia. Giorgio in the penalty area. He still finally has it knocked away. Giorgio didn't have any help that time. It was a great lead pass by Hunt to Giorgio. Great deal lead pass. Colin Clark got there very quickly. Give the LA defender a lot of credit. Cosmo throw in now. Alberto. Carlos cross field and heading it for Moraes, and you saw it headed away over the far sideline with 16:47 to play in a scoreless game. And the drama builds here in Los Angeles. As Howard David said, it gets more excruciating as you go along because you know that one goal probably will win the game. And here's Cook. And here's Georgie Best, the ever dangerous Best. Werner Roth, the Cosmos captain. And now Garbett plays him. And back to Cook. And Werner Roth knocked it into the crowd. 16:15 to play in the game. Werner Roth.
He's had a great match up to now, Jim. The whole back line of the Cosmos have really pulled together.
That's right, Howard. We've talked about how well LA has played defensively, but take nothing away from the Cosmos defense. Now LA is going to send in a substitution. Coming in for LA is Mihalovic. Mihalovic into the game. And what are they going to call? Here, corner kick. Corner kick. Charlie Cook will take it. Watch this now. Dangerous. Here's Mifflin curling the ball to Steve David, but Bobby Smith got a head on it. This shot deflected over the goal line by Beckenbauer. Another corner kick coming up for LA. They apply pressure.
McGreen was the one that came out of the game, and I know that Gary Etherington's happy to see McGreen.
Stevie Hunt. Stevie Hunt is happy. Sibbald did a great job on the other side, and McGrane's done a great job. Here's Georgie Best. Here's Georgie Best. That high hooking corner. And Beckenbauer nicely heads it to Garbutt. Bobby Smith to Garbutt. Nice work. The Cosmos clear it. Here's LA with the ball, and Stevie Hunt with an intercept. Now it's Hunt and Canaglia to Giorgio. He's in on goal, and the ball just bounced off his knee a little too far, as you saw. Bad break for Giorgio there.
Bad break for the Cosmos. A 3-0 break. As you take another look at it, the ball squirts through, and Giorgio had the ball bounce off his knee, and Bobby Rigby with a sliding save.
Giorgio just couldn't bring it under control. The ball popped out in front of him just enough for Rigby to make the save. Watch LA shooting over the top. From the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, you're watching exciting Cosmos. In Los Angeles, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Jim Carvelis, Howard David, no score in the match. And 13-17 remaining here in regulation time. Bobby Rigby is turning an outstanding performance, Howard, against the Cosmos. Franz Beckenbauer trying to rally his troops.
And if you're looking forward to seeing the Cosmos in action, come to Giant Stadium. How about this Sunday, April 16th against Tulsa? Tickets are on sale as we speak. If you pick up the phone and call 212-265-8600. 212-265-8600 for telephone ticket sales for the exciting champion Cosmos.
Howard, interesting substitution by Eddie Fermani is just taking Steve Hunt out of the game and replace him with Formoso. Formoso, usually a defender, an attacking defender. He's going to be playing up front. Here's Santiago trying to get into the action right there. Now, keep in mind also that Steve Hunt has had a pulled muscle, and it could very well be that Eddie doesn't want him to strain it any more than he has to. Winner off. Gergerev, nice move. Freddie taking a page out of Franz Beckenbauer with that whirling dervish move. Here's Winterroth. He's got room. He's in the penalty area. And it's over the goal line, and Winterroth touched it last.
Santiago Formoso, very exciting player for then the Connecticut Bicentennials, who have now moved to Oakland. He's got some fans. If you folks saw our special last night, Can the champion Cosmos be beaten? You heard a lady in the audience say that her favorite player was Santiago Formoso.
All right, let's take a look at it again. Now, Roth actually got the defender from behind. Warner Roth making an uncharacteristic run right through the penalty area. We get to this point, everybody wants to win it, Howard.
Absolutely, and there's only 12 minutes to play in the match. Still no score here at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. Our first road telecast. Our next one will be May 14th over Channel 9 WOR television, as we'll be in Colorado for the Cosmos and the Colorado Caribous, coached by former Cosmo Dave Clements and also Jomo Sono, a former Cosmo on their roster.
LA now at the Cosmo 35, and there's a defensive play by Nelson Moraes. Another unsung hero like Terry Garbutt. All right. Clearing the ball away, but a dangerous clearance. Formoso coming to challenge. And LA now moving into Cosmo zone across the midfield line. Time remaining 11:15. No score in the match. And the Cosmos have had their hands full with LA today. But they kind of expected it. They've always had a tough time out here in LA. All right, here come the Aztecs. Great save, Yassin. Tremendous save by Aero Yassin. Tough angle, and that shot came at him like a bullet. And Yassin was waiting for it. Look at this shot.
Good reaction by Errol Yassin.
All right, foul against LA now. From the Rose Bowl here in Pasadena, you're watching Cosmos Soccer.
We're back, though.
Cosmos have a corner kick. No score in the game, 9:15 to play. Here it is. Roth heads it in front. No! Kinaya. And what a great serve by Werner Roth. With 9 minutes to play in the game, Giorgio Kinaya has given the Cosmos a 1-0 lead. Look at this now, off the corner kick. Now watch Werner Roth center the ball. Watch this, there it is. And Giorgio's in great position and heads it in the corner. What a great serve by Werner Roth. And a goal by Giorgio, his fourth.
For Giorgio Kinaya, 10 points on the year. Came into the game, one of the leading scorers of the NASL, tied with Stevie Hunt, each with 8 points. And with Giorgio's fourth goal of the season, the Cosmos take the lead at the 9 minute mark, with 9 minutes remaining in the match.
Giorgio Kinaya, who's been threatening all game long. Now his fourth goal of the season. And a smile on his face here in sunny Southern California. But keep in mind, still have 8:27 to play in the game. And now look for LA to really come on the attack. What a great goal that was as well. By Los Angeles at midfield, Charlie Cook. Now the Cosmos would like to get another goal, but they don't need another goal if they can stop LA. Here's that long chip. Yassin's going to let it go over the goal line. Errol Yassin trying to get his second straight shutout. Cosmos have yet to give up a goal in the regular season, Howard.
Thus far in the season, and we are early in only the second week of the regular season, there have been a total of 9 shutouts around the league in just the first, not full 2 weeks yet. So the goalkeepers and the defenses around the league have really been tough.
Yassin boots it away for, I believe, the first time today. Best is over there, but Formoso made a nice play. Formoso got under that pass intended for Best to knock it over the sideline. LA in Cosmos zone now. Georgie Best. 7:20 to play in the match. Ramon Mifflin. Steve David. And Garbett made the play, coming back to help out on defense. And it was last touch by Steve David. Now the referee has a few words for David. You saw David kind of poke at Werner Roth. Now they're having some words.
Well, what they're doing, Steve David was called for a foul, and so they've awarded the ball to the Cosmos, a free kick.
Clock ticking away. 6:44 to play in the game. Cosmos on a Kinaya goal, a beautiful assist by Roth. Lead at 1-0. 9 minutes from the end of regulation time. Long booming kick. Cosmos with Formoso at the 35. Scott Bogey with him.
Here's the goal. Here's the goal again.
All right, let's watch this goal again now. Watch this great serve by Roth. And Kinaya, with Rigby out of position, heads it beautifully into the goal. Well, that's not Giorgio's strong suit, they say, but I'm beginning to wonder.
Well, it seems to me like he had a pretty big header last year. What was it, the last goal the Cosmos scored in the championship?
It wasn't a bad goal,
No.
Howard.
Very opportune. 39 goals for Giorgio since he joined the Cosmos.
All right, look out. LA now at the edge of the box. Playing it back to their 35, and the Cosmos aggressive on defense. And there's Werner Roth heading it away. Bogacevic. Werner Roth again to make the play. What a great game the Cosmos captain has played today.
How much time?
McGrain gets it to Best. 5.5 minutes to play in regulation. The Cosmos up 1-0. Watch Georgie going against Formoso. Open on the right is McGrain, the fullback, moving up. Everyone going forward for LA. And Werner Roth made the play, and they call a foul on Roth. Roth fouls McGrain. Free kick outside the box for LA. Everything dangerous now. 5:13 to play in the game. Cosmos and the Tulsa Roughnecks. Next Sunday, 2:30, Giant Stadium. You want to order your tickets right now? We'll give you a number in a moment. Let's watch best. Look at all that action in front. Everyone jockeying for position. Far post went over everyone's head. Had a couple of big guys over there, too, Davies and Colin Clark, but Bestie's serve was just a bit high. The number to call, 212-265-8600. The beautiful mountains here in Pasadena, just a lovely sight. And Cosmos fans like the sight on the scoreboard as well. 1-0 Cosmos.
El Yassin has made 3 really outstanding, if not great, saves. The one on the point-blank shot by Georgie Best in the first half was absolutely sensational.
All right, LA trying to build an attack. Mifflin just lobs it in the box. And there's good play by Cosmos to clear Gergerev now. He's got Giorgio in front of him if he wants him. Gergerev, Freddie. Here's a left-footed shot off balance over the goal line. The clock continues to run. 4:17 to play in the game, and you see Rigby speeding it up. McGrain, who's played an outstanding game at fullback. Los Angeles down by a goal. Kanaya, 80-53 of the match from Warner Roth.
Monitor.
Freddie Gergerev, outstanding young player for the Cosmos, and Eddie Fermani has a lot of confidence in that bench, Howard. He's got Formosa in here and Gergerev. He's taken a Stevie Hunt out of the game. He shows a lot of faith in an outstanding bench.
Cosmos have a tremendous amount of depth this year, Jim. They have a good crowd on hand. Official attendance, 23,681. Good crowd.
Beckenbauer beautifully for Garbett if he can get to it, but LA needing the ball, hustling back to pick it off, and now fired back toward the penalty area. Bobby Smith winning it in the air. Bogacevic showing you his skill. And now Bogey still with the ball for Franz. Formoso. LA desperately trying to get it back, and Formoso with a nice move and tackle over the near sideline. 3 minutes to play in the game. Cosmos 1. LA nothing. Kinaya, a great pass from Warner Roth. 80-53 of the match.
Tulsa comes to town at Giant Stadium next Sunday, the 16th, to play the Cosmos. You can order your tickets by picking up the phone right now at 212-265-8600.
All right, LA now moving on the attack. And Warner Roth took him down. Obvious foul. Rudy Ibarra, a young Mexican-American, brought down by Roth, but I'll tell you, it was almost the kind of foul he had to commit, Howard, because Ibarra was getting ready to cross the ball in front of there were people there. Now, with 2:18, Georgie Best knocked down by Formoso, but he didn't give him enough room. The referee's going to come over and tell him, get back now, give him enough room, move back, move back.
Well, you don't want to give Georgie Best too much room, but he's got to give him enough room.
Here's that cross again. Again, a little too high by Best. And now the referee is giving a warning to Formoso. Again, he said he didn't give him enough room, and he tried to jump up. Formoso's very happy about the whole thing, and they'll go again. Yassin punches it high in the air. But LA still keeps the pressure on. Ibarra, he's got a lot of skill, Howard. Cosmos, Garbett made the play. Giorgio Kinaya clears the ball. That ball went over the sideline. Cosmos have everyone back now with 1:52. Trying to prevent the tying goal. Here's the ball out again. Headed toward goal. Knocked away. And now a whistle blows again. And what's the call going to be here? It's going to be a foul, I believe, against Steve David. I think Steve David fouled Yassin.
Steve David has committed 3 fouls thus far today, and he's been given 1 yellow card. As a matter of fact, 3 yellow cards have been issued. 1 to Steve Hunt, 1 to Formoso, and 1 to Steve Davis.
All right, there's David fouling as he climbed the back of Yassin. Good call by the official. And we're back to the live action. Yassin banging it upfield. Cosmos trying to kill a minute 5. At least that's what the clock says, but the referee has the official time of the field. Now Moraes has picked it off. Cosmos trying to get it out. They're just booting it out now, trying to get it in the other end of the field, making LA lose valuable time and bringing it back up. McGrain heads the ball. Here's Franz Beckenbauer to Terry Garbutt. Intercept by David. Look out, LA coming through with David. Knocked away in a foul call. A foul on Moraes. He obstructed on Steve David with 33 seconds. There's the score. The Cosmos won LA nothing. Now they put the ball through, but the official says no, no, let's do it all over again. Now the referees stop the clock with 23 seconds.
Again, Jim, that is unofficial time. There's probably going to be some more seconds on that official time when we get going.
All right, LA trying to tie the game here. Watch out for Georgie Best. He's deadly from here. Chipping on the right to Ibarra. And it's Werner Roth getting in the way, knocking it over the goal line with 13 seconds. There's the clock unofficial. Ramon Mifflin. Cross. Headed out. That might do it. Cosmos clear the ball. And that is it. That is it. The Cosmos have had their hands full here in L.A. Eddie Fermani walking off the field. His club has won for the first time in L.A., Howard. And now the Cosmos, with their 7 points, have tied Washington for the #1 spot in the division with 16. A tough game, Howard, but a great one to win.
Canalia, the only goal of the game, and a great pass by Werner Roth with 9 minutes remaining in the game. And Giorgio Chinaglia, with his 4th goal of the year, makes that man feel a little better as he